Welcome back to my incredibly exciting YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk through what I eat and why. But what I am going to do is keep it on a level which most people understand. It's basic. First of all, let me address the elephant in the room. That back corner there, I'm not just a scruffy bastard. That's a yoga mat across my exercise bike. So in the morning, cardio, mobility, all that good stuff. Anyway, I've got my phone so I can swipe to whichever meals I'm going to talk about. And what I'll do is I'll put a picture of this specific meal onto the video as I'm talking about it. The first one, like if you want to go into incredible detail onto eggs, for example, chat GPT it. You don't need my input for that. Oi, get off that. Sorry, dog, it's not even mine. It's not just a random dog that's in my house, by the way, with dogs sitting. Oh, I'm going to have to pick this up. Stop. Come on, shift. Right, sorry about that. Anyway, the first meal actually is twofold, right? So the one that's up on the screen now is eggs and sourdough. If you go back to the video I posted a couple of days ago, bodybuilding breakfast, that would be the alternative. I would still have eggs, but the carbohydrates would come from the hydro rice and fruit and whatnot. So go back and watch that video first. If I'm not having that, usually on a rest day, I'm having eggs on toast basically. Now, every meal of mine is well balanced. I just believe in a well balanced diet. So I have protein, carbs and fat every meal. This first meal, the protein and fat is going to come from the eggs, from the egg white and the egg yolk. 5 whole eggs, 5 egg whites. That dog's really going to ruin this. And then the carbohydrates is going to come from sourdough. Now, look, there's nothing magical about this. It's just carbohydrates. And in terms of the reason I'm using sourdough is because it just digests really well with me. If I use too much normal white bread, it doesn't sit well on my stomach, okay? So that's the reason I'm using sourdough. It doesn't mean to say there's anything magical about it and you have to use it. Try white bread, try seeded bread. You'll find what sits well. It's just important that we're following the macros of that meal, which for me would be 50 protein, 25 fat and 100 carbs. That's the first meal of the day. Usually, I'll then go and train after that. Again, not because there's anything magic in that meal for training, because every meal is going to be set up macro-wise pretty much the same. It's simply because it fits well in my day. Yeah, all this shit is basic. This bodybuilding stuff is really basic, and I'm hoping that all the information and the knowledge that I share on this channel helps people understand that you don't need to major in the minors and don't get lost with the whole analysis paralysis. It's pretty basic and it's pretty simple. Consistency is key. The second meal, 5% minced beef. I've got some green beans, white rice with turmeric in, and some pineapple, right? Again, it's just protein, carbs. Oh, I've got fats in this. I've got some extra virgin olive oil, right? The fat sauce, I could have used a ton of different fat sauces. The reason I used the olive oil is nothing, again, because of anything specific. It's because I didn't fancy adding anything in that I wanted to eat, so I simply just used oil. Very easy. It is great for your hair, skin, eye health, nails, all that good stuff as well. Then, protein-wise, we're looking at the beef. I just prefer red meat. I'm not a massive fan of chicken. For me, I've just ate that much chicken over the past 20 years. I'll have it once in a blue moon instead. I much prefer red meat. And also in this meal, because it's ground beef, it digests very, very well. This dog is... Oi! Down! Down! Oi! Come here! Stop it. Right, I really don't want to have to pause this because it'll just mess me up completely. The carbohydrates, white rice, pretty standard. What I've done is put some turmeric in it. Again, probably so incredibly minuscule, but up here I feel like it really helps with my digestion. So it's going into the meal and it tastes quite nice. Green beans, nothing magical. It's just a low FODMAP vegetable, a low gas vegetable. So basically it digests well. I don't want vegetables like broccoli that are going to ferment in my stomach and cause gas and cause bloating. And if you overdo it with lots of different types of vegetables, it's really going to cause you some gastric distress. That's where a lot of people go wrong by just free-balling veg. And pineapple. I like to use fruit with most meals, if not every meal. Pineapple, because of the bromelain and whatnot, it's actually great for digestion. Oh my God. It's actually great for digestion. Fucking hell. This is proper amateur, this, isn't it? But again, it's just getting the extra carbohydrates from fruit, okay? And I enjoy it. It's like a dessert. So when I eat my meal, I've always got a sweet tooth. But if I can have some fruit after the meal, it's going to really help. This is stressing me out. Okay, the next meal up on the screen. The protein source is actually the same. It's rump steak rather than ground beef, right? Which is less than 5 grams of fat per 100 gram. So again, I'm just getting 50 grams of protein from red meat. I just have the steak because I fancy a change rather than just eating ground beef again. And then we're getting our carbohydrates. Instead of rice and pineapple, it's potatoes and apple. No real magic apart from I just fancy a change. Steak and potatoes seem to keep me really full, and that third meal there tends to be further on in the day. When I get a bit snackish, so it's nice to be able to keep me fuller for the rest of the night. So I don't then want to eat shite at night, which is where most people make mistakes, don't they? And an apple, because at that time of the day as well, once I've ate the food, I'm usually on the move and I can just hold the apple. Easy. Nothing magic about it. Stop it, mate. Come on. Come away. Then the last meal. Where are we for the last meal? I've lost it. I know what it is. I'll find the picture and put it up. The last meal is going to be salmon with probably some sort of salad. I like to use things like beetroot, lettuce. Salmon, because that's the protein and fat source now. Great fat source, fatty fishes. Salmon's incredible. A great source of protein. It's very easy digesting. And again, it just tastes absolutely lovely. So I love to have it before bed. And the carbohydrate source for this one would be, what do we normally have? Rice cakes, peanut butter. Sorry, there's some more fats. And jam. So I usually get 50 grams of carbs in this one from rice cakes and jam. Why? Because it's fucking lovely. And that allows me in the evening then to eat my salmon, which feels like my meal, and then I get my PB&J, do they call it? Peanut butter and jelly on rice cakes. It's like a dessert. It fits the macros perfectly. It works well for me. Right, and then here's the bonus content, the shit that everyone likes to see. I've put 3 meals together here, off-plan meals. I've got one in the Benlek Tandoori restaurant, Indian food, and a glass of red wines on that picture as well. I've got one in Hickory Smokehouse, Ross-on-Sea, must have been at the Caravan. As you can see, massively stacked meal. I've got one in Five Guys. Oh, dog. I've got one in Five Guys. Your standard burger, chips, and burger, fries, and a shake. Now, the basis of these meals for me, again, nothing magical. As you can see, none of them are in the house. None of them have been takeaways that have been ordered to the house, although sometimes that is what I will do. But this is just a chance for me. So once a week, after working really hard, after doing my cardio, after doing my training, after doing my steps, after being on point with all my macros, it's that one meal a week that allows me to just reset and rest. Now, whether that means taking the family out for a meal or going for a takeaway meal or ordering takeaway for home, it's my chance to sit down with my friends, my family, and really enjoy food. But more so, enjoy the experience, enjoy the conversation, enjoy just being there and having some downtime and not having to track and overthink and high stress and all that crap, right? There's no premise to the meal for me. I have a dessert with them all as well, which isn't pictured. The goal is maybe pick something I fancy, that I fancied all week maybe. But in terms of how much protein, how much fat, how much carbs, I'm really not bothered. I really don't care in the slightest. I just pick foods that I know that, one, I like, they'll satiate me, they won't trigger me to go into a massive frenzy, eating loads of crap. I'll just be able to enjoy the meal, enjoy the time with family. And I say this to clients a lot as well, right? Often, like, you work so hard in the week that doing this allows you to enjoy the small things, the little things in life. When you have that first bite of that burger, those couple of chips, that first spoon of that curry or whatever, you actually really fully appreciate it and taste it. Normally, if you're not dieting, you're not strict, you're off plan all the time, you're gluttonous, right? And you just don't enjoy anything. You're just doing it for doing its sake. Your body feels hungry and you stuff it with food so that you don't feel hungry. This is like learning to enjoy the little things in life, which is beautiful. Right, I'm going to cap it there because I'm conscious that it's getting long. I need to go and sort that dog out. Maybe take it for a walk. That's what we do with dogs, don't we? As always, like, comment, subscribe, and do me a favour, please drop some comments. Let me know if you like content like this and let me know what more content you'd like to see. Thank you. Catch you on the next one.